Hey, I'm still fighting this COVID, which is knocking me out tide-wise. I can do things, and then all of a sudden I have to go to sleep. So I picked up a T-shirt this morning I hadn't worn in a while, I, and it was from the Freight House Cafe. And in 2018, I published a book live at the Freight House. That was an anthology, both of things that I did. I had some guest poets, and so I'm going to read from that. And there's some nasty things, and there's some other things that aren't. But uh, what, where, when, why, but what? I read my poetry as often as I can, any place I find. Where? In Mayapack, New York, in Sleepy Hollow, Connecticut, in in Stanford. Why? To practice my delivery, to receive criticism, to observe reaction. But I'm big, have an even bigger ego, and have a temper. So shut up and listen. And then I had, goodness gracious, I saw him on television, this wizard old man speaking softly of days of yore. And then the host, Don Imus, said somewhat cruelly, I thought, would you do a song for us? As a little old man shuffled toward the piano, I thought, this is awful, an affront to memory of a legend. I was going to turn off the television so the memories wouldn't be torn apart. And then the old man sat down at the piano and time reversed. The hands flew, the voice bellowed, and great balls of fire. The killer, Jerry Lee Lewis, was back. And then I was a basketball whore. I was a basketball whore. I played in the park. I played Sawyer ball. I played for an Episcopal church. I played in the League of the Jewish Y. I played intramural ball in college. I was a proverbial gym rat and class playing between and college playing between classes, and often when I should have been in class. And I went to Iona College. I really majored in basketball in Beachmont. The Beachmont is the bar across the street from the college. I played in leagues in Wall Street. I played in open leagues around Manhattan and the Bronx and pickup for 2 hours every Sunday morning. Now I have regular cortisone shots on my hips and knees. I've had minor surgery in both knees and jelly pumped into them. No cartilage in my knees and ankles, and arthritis all through my back. My orthopedist that don't play himself says it's all from basketball. If I had known then back in my basketball days what I know now, I wouldn't have changed a fucking thing. And then we'll do one about, but this was written in 2018, and I wrote, so there are some topical things from that time, but not now. But if you walk with a Nazi, the president of the United States said there were some good people protesting in Charlottesville. Not for the first time, he was dead wrong. Good people may have showed up to protest, but as soon as they stepped into the street to march with people waving Nazi flags, they were no longer good people. The Nazis killed 8 million homosexuals, gypsies, communists, and Christians, and of course, 8 million more Jews in their final solution. Over 400,000 Americans died in World War II fighting Japanese imperialism and the murderous Nazi philosophy. We saved the world. Those who march under Nazi flags dishonor the greatest generation. And unfortunately, so does the President of the United States. And then I had a couple more. Submission. Dear editor, enclosed are a few poems which I sincerely hope you will choose to publish in your fine journal. In the event that you choose not to do so, I hope the array goes up in flames, all your subscribers die, and you and your staff rot in hell. Respectfully submitted, Jonathan McMullen. And then I had the cane, which I will get back to. One I was particularly looking for. Poem on demand. We're sitting around talking about an upcoming 50th anniversary party, and someone came up with the bright idea that I should write a poem for the card. Where's my fucking homework? But they've asked Joyce Carol Oates to dash over a short story, or Stephen King to come up with the short novel. I didn't say this, of course. I simply demurred. I do not do poems on demand, but there was cajoling, asking, and pressure, so I capitulated. So here's your fucking poem. Happy anniversary. And we will wrap up with one. The top of my hill. Top of my hill in Mahopac, New York, is home to a supposed state park. Suppose, yes, suppose. There are no trees in this state park, nor nature trails, no picnic tables, no swimming pools, no fields, no athletic fields or basketball courts. The only path into the park is chained. To keep out the curious and misinformed to think there is a park. It's been this way for years. There is nothing there but overgrown weeds. But signs on the highway treat it as real, and driving back, you may be misled, but not the locals to know the truth. The empty, barren diversity of its state park bears the name of a White House occupant. Do you see a parallel here? And there's a picture of the sign, Donald J. Trump State Park, Indian Hill section, exit 20. Nothing at all, because he tried to develop the land. It was farmland from 4 acres. And they were going to build on it, but there was only one road by it. And it was a main road leading to a highway. And the locals fought him and they won. So he gave it to the state to get rid of taxes, but the stipulation that his name be left on it. Since then, people have either scams or they really believe it, that they tried to raise funds to change the name to someone else or to do something else. But it's in a stipulation that they can't without putting it back in his property. If they did that, which I'd like them to, we could tax it anyhow. But so thank you for putting up with my my 8-year-old stuff.
Thank you so much, John. And